Welcome back to the channel, Farm with Nick. Thank you so much for joining me. Right now on the farm, I have a forage wagon that we started with, if you remember, in our series. And I also have the forage wagon that I purchased to actually complete the job after my own mistake. So I want to kind of bring you along. I'm going to hop on this tractor first. So I'm not going to get rid of that first forage wagon. I'm going to start windrowing the grass field that we have out back. I believe our windrower is behind this barn. I think that's where I parked it. And then I'm going to get out that lizard. Oh, yep, there it is. I'm going to get out that lizard loading wagon, and hopefully this time I do not have any hiccups and it picks up the grass just fine. I know there was, I mean, knock on wood, there was alfalfa in that field. Hopefully it doesn't like mess up that forage wagon again, and then I'm back to square one. Alright, so let's get out here and let's get this going. Alright, so I'll do one pass on here. This is a smaller windrower. It's actually from the pack, the ultimate mowing pack. I think that's what it's called. So you can put all those implements together and then just really turn an AI worker loose and have them do everything for you. Which, yes, I have done. It is pretty cool. Because then by the time you come back, the field is cut, collected, and you can even put a wrapper on the back of it, so you have silage at the very end. I mean, it's pretty nice. I like that. But for this, I'm not cheating that much. I mean, obviously a tractor could not. I don't think it could possibly run all those implements: a baler, windrower, mowers, and a baler or a wrapper at the same time. I don't think it could happen. But yeah, there's the alfalfa from our previous video. So the grass is already starting to grow back, which is perfect. We're gonna need a lot of grass for our cattle when we get them here pretty soon. And I'm already looking at another field to expand our farm and get some more grass work going. I really do like this. I like doing the grass work. I don't know about you, but I like it. It's a nice little job. I don't mind doing this type of work. And obviously in real life, I do enjoy mowing as well. So it's always funny when you play Farm Sim in the summer, because you're like, oh, I just mowed for how many hours, and you come inside and oh, I'm mowing again in the game. So just do one more pass here, and then I'll set the worker, and then we'll try that loading wagon, and hopefully we're all good this time. And last time, and I appreciate all the comments. Seems like a while ago in real time, but it was the other time I did it, it was flipping between grass and alfalfa, which totally makes sense. Obviously it's not going to collect, because as soon as it starts collecting alfalfa, then it collected grass, then back and forth. So yeah, that happened. Alright. And I can see the AI worker left these nice little patches of grass. But that is okay, because we inevitably will be doing this field multiple times, so it's okay. Maybe I'll just have them go the opposite way next time. Alright. Now your worker on there now. There we go. And we're in our loading wagon. So I'm going to collect all this, put it in our grass dryer. I'll drive right by it here. I checked our cornfield and our wheat field. They are still not ready for harvest. So whenever that happens, I might do it on camera. I might do it off camera. Off camera. We'll see. And then hopefully that gives us a little bit more money. I mean, financially we're in a good spot, but I want to be able to buy all the cattle equipment. I mean, that's my goal. Oh wow, the AI worker's already done. I want to be able to buy all of the equipment, just because I'm gonna use it and then use it and use it. So I figure, like, well, why don't I just buy it instead of leasing it. And typically when I do play, I will lease some of it just so I can actually make it through and then come back later on it. But we'll see. We'll see where we're at. So, good news. It looks like this loading wagon I am using correctly this time. That's a good thing. Now, I might leave some swatches. I'm not, like, too concerned about it. When I started playing Farm Sim back in the day, I was more of a stickler, like, oh, I'm leaving all this grass, I need to get it, you know. And now that I go, well, if I play it for, like, well, how many seasons, you know, and how many years on a map before I get bored and then go to the next map. So then my thinking kind of changed. I'm like, well, you know, I only play it for, you know, maybe 3 or 4 seasons, you know, all the way through, you know. And then after those 3 to 4 game years, I go, all right, well, I'm going to go try a new map. And then I want to make a new farm. I want to try a new map. And that was my mentality. And then after that, I went, all right, well, I'm not going to, like, be so concerned if I don't pick up every little piece of grass, because in the end, you know, I might be on a different map by then and I don't even come back to it, which I don't know about you, but that's, you know, it's one of the things about me is just I feel like if I don't keep it interesting, if I don't change some things here and there, if I don't try new things, I get bored, I get complacent, and then I'm like, well, I've done this. It's just doing this task on a different map, and I just move on. So I've learned to live with a little bit of, you know, grass here and there. If I don't windrow it perfectly, if the AI worker doesn't mow precisely, I go, yep, that's fine, because if I'm playing, I'm going to come back again a little bit later and do it all over. Or I'm going to get bored with the map and also just start over on a different map. So I figure, well, in the meantime, just kind of let it go and just have fun. Right, it doesn't look like they windrowed any of this over here. I did this line. I know I probably should have got to this before the next month, but I did not. So, as is life, you know. We'll say at least it didn't rain, right? To ruin our grass in the game. But yeah, maybe I should do a series, and I have played it before, where it's and it is super fun when you play with it on seasons and you look at the weather. You go, all right, am I gonna be able to cut the grass? Am I gonna be able to ted it and then windrow it and then collect it or slash bale it? Am I going to be able to do all of that before the rain? And then you kind of look at the weather for it. Like that part of it is super fun. And just right now in my personal life, it's like I don't have the time for it. So maybe later I'll come back to that style. It is super fun because then it adds the weather element, and you kind of base it on how the game is going, which is cool. Alright, looks like that AI worker's going there. Excellent. So like I said, I looked at that cornfield ahead of me. It is not ready. It's got to be ready soon. If I was going to do chaff on it, which I'll be honest, I've never done a forage harvester. I've never actually gotten chaff off a field. I usually just wait for the corn to be ready to harvest, and then I just sell the corn. I think once I actually did like a production chain with corn, but otherwise, honestly, I just sell the corn for profit. Or if I was playing on seasons, I would put it in my my silo and then wait for it. But anyways, for this series, I'm planning on getting a forage harvester. Kind of excited about it. I'm excited to try it. I've seen a lot of people actually play with that now. Seems like that's more of the style to run it like that. So I'm excited to try it, and then I think the next stage on that corn, it's ready to go. Yeah, this is keeping up really nice with the windrower, and I'm happy I got this this loading wagon back in my arsenal here of tools to use. So thank you to everyone that commented on that video. If you haven't checked it out, I think, and don't quote me, I think it's the video planting, fertilizing, plowing video that I used this loading wagon. It's the Lizard loading wagon. Came out a handful of months ago as a mod, and I wanted to try it. And then after that one video, I was like, it doesn't work. But a lot of you responded, yes, it should work, which I appreciate. And it was just collecting the alfalfa at the same time. So you are correct. And I appreciate that. And that's really one of the cool things about playing. And actually watching someone play / me being the person that's playing and getting the feedback. I think that's really cool. I really do enjoy that interaction. So I really appreciate it, and it's a really it's a neat way to kind of connect with other people that have the same interest, honestly. Oh, are they gonna run into me? That's right, I did a second pass. Alright, so once they kind of go by, I'm gonna go around and get that second pass. Let them go. There, I should be able to back up. And then, perfect. But yeah, without that, like, you know, without you telling me, hey, you know, Nick, you're doing it wrong, or hey, why don't you just kind of look at this with your forage wagon? I think you're going about it just a little bit differently. Without that, I probably would have stuck with the other forage wagon. And now that I know, yep, I did it wrong. It's okay. It's life. Now, learn from it, move on. And I can sell that other forage wagon and I'll keep this one. This is perfect. So really happy about this. And thank you to all those people that commented about that. So, all right, well, I'll probably just end the video there. Thank you again so much for watching. I'm gonna just finish up here loading up this wagon. I'm gonna actually just take this to the I can't think of it, the grass dryer. And once it's in the grass dryer, then it'll be turned to hay. And then I'll leave it in there as hay. I won't take it out right away because I'll do all that getting it into our TMR plant. I'll do that with you probably. And if I don't, I apologize, but my plan is to do all that with you. That way, you'll see me getting all that feed ready for our cattle. But if not, I mean, there is the other video where I actually tested the TMR plant, and I mean, that thing works great. I'm really excited to have that. I think that'll save me a ton of time in the long run. I know it was an investment and it was a hit on the bank account for sure, but I think it'll help me in the long run. So, all right, I'll pause it there and I'll finish up this field. So thank you so much for watching, and have a good one. Take care.